Welcome back to my channel. So this week wasn't going really well for me. I started a couple of drawings, but none of them really motivated me to keep on going with that. So I went back to my folder on my PC to look for reference pictures that would give me some sort of a happy and joyful mood. And then I found the perfect one, and that's what I'm going to draw in this video. Let's start it.
Weird eyes. Weird skin. So boring. Now we're getting somewhere, but let's start from the beginning, shall we? I'm gonna color the background with spray paint, so I started with cutting out my sketch so I can cover up my drawing. Thank God I'm not a craft YouTuber. Hey you're out of frame. Much better. I'm using rubber cement to secure my sketch onto my paper. This is a removable glue that I'm absolutely in love with. If you like to do collages, this might be something for you, because if you apply this glue, not only is it removable, but the paper also doesn't buckle. Whoops, I forgot to erase my sketch marks. Well, let's do this quickly. I said quickly. There you go. The magic of editing. After I've been done with that, I aligned the lines and then dabbed on the paper to make it stay put. I actually prefer to do my spray painting outside, but I was too lazy to get my filming gear out, so I did it inside instead and covered my table with scrap pieces of paper. For the background I use Montana Gold spray paint in a lovely yellow called Asia, and I don't know if it's green or blue or something in between. The name of the other color is Venice. I think these two colors give me the summer vibe I am going for. And here's some ASMR for you, some peeling, so satisfying. Let's do it one more time. I'm so sorry for everybody who doesn't know what ASMR is. Please Google it and you will get the joke. After some cleaning up the edges and my table, I'm finally ready to start the drawing. Well, after I erased my sketch marks, of course. The paper I use is Clairefontaine paint on paper, and the color pencils are by Prismacolor as usual. I start with some light color blocking to develop my colors and also my values, and then I will go on blending everything together. Look who's back! It's her second appearance in one of my videos, so I think she's my pet now. And she needs a name. So what would her name be? I am open for suggestions. Although I am using a reference picture, I am allowing myself to step away from that and use variations in colors and also in shapes. I only want to create the illusion of an ice cream, not to copy the exact same photo I see in the reference picture. And here's one of the weird habits I have. I try to blend the colors with my fingers. That's really not helping. Come on, Sonne. What is supposed to happen? Like this would turn my drawing into a super masterpiece all of a sudden. Yeah, no. Moving on. My goal with this drawing is to create something that makes me happy and enjoy myself during the drawing process. Random shot of my left hand, just because I can. For all of you out there who have wondered why these Copic markers all of a sudden appeared in my footage, well, here's why. We are going to cheat. Relax, people, that's what artists do. We are creating illusions that trick people into thinking that they see something that isn't there. I got myself a refill for my Copic markers, because if you use them on an ordinary paper and not on a paper that is specially made for Copic markers, they will dry out very quickly. These refills seem to be quite expensive, but I bought this about 2 years ago and I only have used about a quarter of it. So I'm guessing I can take advantage of that for a couple more years. The Copic markers actually helped me to get rid of all the white grains and lay down a first layer for me to develop my values right. The Copic marker underpainting also speeds up my drawing process and I will be done with this area much quicker. So hey guys, I'm getting tired. How about taking a break? Okay, moving on. This ice cream was delicious, by the way, thank you for asking. I could have done the whole drawing with Copic markers underneath, but unfortunately I didn't have the right colors there, so it seems like I have to stack up my stash and get me some new ones. Fun fact about me, I hate shopping, except when it comes to art supplies. Moving on to the napkin, which is mainly gray, but I try to incorporate some greens and oranges and blues to make it look much more vibrant. I was playing around with some gold and silver leaf to find out if this could amplify with that 90s summer vibe look I was going for this drawing. And here's me staring at this drawing for hours and trying to make a decision. Sometimes I feel like 50% of my drawing time actually go into looking and staring at my piece like a stalker to figure out what I'm going to do next. This is my last white colored pencil, by the way, and they won't be shipped until August, so I'm in deep trouble. Okay, before I move on to work on those fingers, I had to fix those fingernails because look at this. It looks like the person has got some new nail trimmers and just couldn't stop going. If you look very closely, you can see that I use a lot of the colors for the whole drawing, meaning that I use the same colors for the skin, I use the same colors for the waffle, and I use the same color for the ice cream. So it doesn't really matter, it's all a matter about finding the right values, finding the shadows and the highlights. So you can use whatever color you want, whatever makes you happy, whatever brings you joy. The only thing that doesn't bring me joy about the drawing process is this. Yeah, that happens quite frequently actually. But I still love them, I can help myself. Hey, I have a question for you. What's your favorite ice cream? My favorite is coconut. I love coconut ice cream. I am not too happy about the wrist situation here. It looks like a floating hand or a cut-off hand. I really don't like that. So I tried to incorporate some yellowish tones to make it look more like a transition, but it didn't work at all. So I had to come up with something else later in this process. Don't get frustrated if something doesn't work out in your drawing or your painting and whatever. There's no such thing as failure in art. There are only learning opportunities which help you to improve your skills as an artist. In fact, being afraid of making a mistake doesn't get you anywhere. I believe it's better to create something that didn't go as planned rather than creating nothing, right? Like in this drawing, in my mind this wrist looked just fine, but as I saw it on the paper, I noticed that it doesn't, so I had to improvise. I learned something for the next time and I will do it better. I'm going to spray paint the background again. I'm just covering up all the parts that I don't want to get painted. This is a great tape, by the way. It's from Tesa and it's perfect to make sharp edges, but it also doesn't stick too heavy on your paper, so it doesn't rip. I wasn't too sure if the spray paint would stick to my colored pencils, so I tried it out with the older drawing I did before, and it does stick. The only thing was that the color did develop a yellowish tint I wasn't too sure about, but since this is the only spray paint in a white color that I have in my house, I did go for it anyway. If you do want to see more of my videos, please consider to subscribe to my channel. I'll be uploading every Tuesday, and I also would appreciate if you could leave a like or a comment, and this would be very helpful for my channel. Even though there are some issues with this drawing, like the wonky gold leaf line and the shining through background behind the gold leaf, and also I did leave the thumb a bit too bright, but overall I think it's a very happy and joyful drawing, and I had a blast creating this. So thank you for watching, see you the next time, bye!